Alright boys, welcome to the channel. I'm Alex and today we're gonna go through 4 reasons why Rocky 5 failed. So, number 1, we're gonna go straight after Stallone himself, which appears not to be himself in the movie. When I'm talking himself, I'm talking about the Rocky character, which he played so good in the last 4 movies. In this one, it seems like is Stallone forcing himself. It doesn't look in his natural element, the jokes are forced and it just seems all out of place. From the Netflix documentary, we get the idea that this was the year when he had the big fallout with his dad. Remember the polo story when his dad hit him in the back with the horse? So, if you think about it, this would be the year where they break out. They don't talk anymore. So, would this be a reason for his bad acting in this one? Or could it be the fact that this was the first Rocky movie without him directing or writing of the movie? The whole idea of Rocky 5 means that Rocky failed and he did become another bum in the neighborhood, which contradicts the full idea of the first 2 movies. Balboa should not have had to come back to his old neighborhood and could have had a whole different story. But for us, the watchers, we always got motivated by the underdog story, and even if Rocky failed at one point in his life, where does that leave us? Rocky should have stayed on the top, and even if he left boxing, it could have been on a higher note. We wanted chickens and thunder and crap, and when I'm talking crap, I'm not talking about this kind of crap. At number 3, we got Tommy does nothing for Rocky's legacy.
I had a number of fights on ESPN, and it was then that Frank Stallone, who's Sly's brother, saw me fighting on TV, and he knew that his brother was wanting to find a villain of some sort. You know, at 19 years old, I didn't look like a villain, but they turned me into. Tommy Gunn was dealing not only with the slimy side of the sport, but he was dealing with the enemy within himself. I was lured away from Rocky by money, by corruption, by someone promising me the world, and in the end not producing.
Man, I'm as good as Balboa ever was. I don't give a damn what they say, and I'm tired of being called a damn robot too.
When it started coming out physical, and I started going after and wanting to fight and wanting to hurt the guy that made me who I was, and I think that's what made Tommy Gunn a good character, a good villain.
And Tommy's right. Tommy Gunn was a good villain, and of course Tommy Morrison being a great boxer, it made the role a bit believable, but I still stick to it. Tommy Gunn does nothing for the Rocky's legacy. It just doesn't matter anymore. And the Tommy Gunn, the character, is all over the place. He's loyal to Rocky, then he goes after Rocky, and for some reason he lets Rocky put his son on second place. Beating Tommy did nothing for Rocky. Tommy was never acknowledged as a good boxer. Even the movie itself says he just beat a paper champ. And to be honest, if we're paying any attention to it, we kind of see that Rocky beat the hell out of him without even training and having problems. We know from Rocky 2 he had eye problems. Then in this one we find out that too many blows to his head might cause a concussion. So Tommy Gunn in itself was never a proper opponent for Rocky, even if they would have fought in the ring. Now, although this is one scene from the movie that I love because it's done very good and it wakes up something in you, even makes you cry if you're fond of the Rocky legacy, is an originality. It makes me hate it at one point, because if you know some bits of boxing history, this is a copy of exactly what Cus D'Amato told Mike Tyson after his first professional fight. So it does fit in this movie with Mickey, but in the outside, this whole movie is a copy of what happened to Mike Tyson, Tommy Gunn leaving his trainer Kevin Rooney. So the whole bit feels a bit out of place, because it shouldn't be in a Rocky movie. Rocky movies were all original, although there's always the problem with Stallone copying the Chubb Wagner story from the Muhammad Ali fight, but it all worked out in a sense. But this one in here, it seems forced. It is alright for people that don't know boxing, but if you know boxing and you're watching this, it's a bit out of its place. Alright boys, that was it. Let me know what you think. Why do you think this movie failed, or if you enjoyed it? I'll look at it once a year, but it's not one of my favorite ones. Alright boys, I'll see you on the next one. Take care, bye bye.